The storyline first unfolded late last year when Megan arrived in Weatherfield as Will's athletics coach. It soon became clear that her role as his coach was only a cover for a deeply inappropriate relationship between Megan and the teenage boy. The first person to suspect something was wrong was Sam Blakeman. Determined to expose the truth, Sam tried several times to reveal what he believed was happening, but Megan repeatedly silenced him. Her manipulation took a heavy toll on Sam's mental health, eventually leading to him being admitted to hospital. Will finally found the courage to report Megan to the police after speaking with Tim Metcalf, who shared his own painful experience of being exploited when he was younger. That conversation convinced Will that staying silent was no longer an option. Now the court case is underway, and the opening days of the trial have been filled with tension. Megan's defense is being handled by Adam Barlow, whose decision to represent her has angered many residents of Weatherfield, with several believing he has ignored his own sense of right and wrong. During the second episode, Will was called to the witness stand to answer questions about his relationship with Megan. For much of his testimony, he remained composed. However, everything changed when he accidentally looked directly at Megan. Her intimidating stare caused him to lose his confidence, and he shocked the courtroom by insisting that no sexual relationship had ever existed between them. His statement stunned everyone. After months of investigation and emotional testimony, Will's sudden change of story made it appear as though the entire case had been fabricated, putting the prosecution in a difficult position. Before the episode ended, Adam made a bold move by approaching the Driscoll family at the local pub. He warned Ben Driscoll and Eva Price that unless Will tells the truth, Megan could escape justice entirely and walk away without facing any punishment for her actions. The next step now rests with the judge, who will decide whether the trial should continue. If the proceedings move forward, can the prosecution still prove Megan's guilt? Or is she about to avoid conviction and escape the consequences of her crimes? Maria Connor reaches her breaking point in next week's Coronation Street as the deadly secret surrounding Theo Silverton continues to tear her marriage apart. For weeks, Gary Windass has been hiding the truth from his wife, protecting Sarah Platt after she was responsible for Theo's death. Maria recently accused Gary of being unfaithful with Sarah, unaware that his real secret is far more devastating. Although Gary almost confessed everything, he lost his nerve at the last moment. Since then, the trust between him and Maria has continued to crumble, leaving their relationship on the verge of collapse. Matters become even worse when the police once again ask Maria to confirm Gary's whereabouts on the night Theo died. Feeling betrayed, she begins to question why she should keep lying for a husband who refuses to be truthful with her. The couple are supposed to support each other, but Maria can no longer shake the feeling that Gary is putting Sarah ahead of their marriage. Despite desperately wanting to save his relationship, Gary admits that he would do anything to protect Sarah. His loyalty to her continues to place increasing strain on his life with Maria. The investigation intensifies when detectives visit Maria at the salon and ask her to repeat her previous statement about where Gary was on the night of Theo's death. As the officers carefully challenge her account, Maria sticks to the same version of events, insisting that Gary spent the evening at home with her. After returning home, however, Maria can no longer ignore her doubts. She confronts Gary directly and demands that he finally reveal everything he knows about what really happened that night. Later, Maria crosses paths with Kit Green at the Rover's return. Frustrated after being removed from the murder investigation, Kit listens as Maria admits that her marriage is falling apart because of constant deception and unanswered questions. With the pressure mounting from every direction, Gary faces an impossible choice. He must either continue protecting Sarah or risk losing the woman he loves by keeping the truth hidden. Reflecting on Sarah's actions, Tina O'Brien admitted she was surprised when she learned her character was responsible for Theo's death. She explained that many viewers probably believed Sarah was covering for Gary or helping someone else, making the real twist completely unexpected. She also said that once she understood Sarah's emotional state, the character's decision made sense to her. From Sarah's perspective, she believed she had no other option in that terrifying moment. Tina went on to reveal that the cast spent weeks guessing who the mystery killer would be after learning a major murder storyline was coming. Many believed they had solved the mystery, but the truth remained hidden until the final casting meetings. When she eventually discovered Sarah was the killer, she felt honored to be trusted with such a dramatic storyline and looked forward to exploring every stage of the character's journey. Coronation Street is set to deliver another explosive confrontation as Jodie Ramsey turns her attention towards Sarah Platt, placing the secret killer under even greater pressure. In the latest episodes, Jodie begins threatening Sarah with the possibility of exposing her to the police over the events surrounding Theo Silverton's death. Both women now possess damaging information about each other, creating a dangerous standoff. Neither can make a move without risking their own secret being revealed, leaving them trapped in a tense battle of trust and intimidation. During Tuesday's episodes, D.S. Connor Swain pays Sarah another visit, hoping to uncover new details about the suspicious assault she suffered on the same night Theo died. Although Sarah carefully avoids revealing anything new during the interview, she later corners Jodie after realizing they need to settle unfinished business. Jodie recently revealed that she heard David the dog barking outside the Platt house at the time of the incident, unintentionally proving that she had been close to the crime scene that evening. As Sarah considers exposing what she knows about Jodie, the tables quickly turn. Jodie reminds her that her own police statement doesn't match the timeline of events, giving her powerful leverage. Jodie warns Sarah that reporting her would be a huge mistake, because investigators would immediately discover that Sarah had lied about exactly when the attack happened. According to Jodie, Sarah's changing account makes it obvious she is hiding something important. Confident she has the upper hand, Jodie promises that it is only a matter of time before she uncovers Sarah's biggest secret. The confrontation raises a major question. Has Jodie already worked out that Sarah is responsible for Theo's death, or is she simply following her instincts? Reflecting on the storyline, Tina O'Brien explained that Sarah has never fully trusted Jodie because of her strange behavior and unpredictable comments. She believes Sarah constantly feels uneasy whenever Jodie is around. She also suggested that if Sarah eventually discovers the truth about Jodie, the revelation would come as a huge shock. However, Sarah is currently overwhelmed by the guilt of knowing that Theo died because of her actions, leaving little room to focus on anything else. With Sarah's fear growing and Jodie refusing to back down, the psychological battle between the two women looks set to become one of the soap's most gripping storylines.